Hello friend, welcome back. In this section, we'll be able to create data and send data into our database. That means creating of data. That is the part C of the CRUD, which CRUD. Now we are working on the C, the section part of the CRUD. We will be able to create data from our form and send it to our database. That should make very much more sense. In this case, we start with our database. I will create a new table in our database. I have created a table called projects. Then I have a 4 rows. Then click on go. Then I have an ID. The ID is integer and it's auto increment. Auto increment. Then I have the name of the project, which is the variable characters. 55. Then I have the comment, which can be in text. Then we have, I can save this and put settings here. And we are here. Created a new tables in our database. For project, we're able to create a column which we are going to be using to restart our project here. The next thing is to create a method that will handle the creating of data and we send the data from the form to the method. So in our method, we go to the main controller here. Go to the main controller in this section. Then we'll create a new method. We call it method of create. There's a public, then function creating a new method. Then in this new method right here, we want to detect if that form was actually submit. That is how I will actually detect if form was actually submit in controller. So I can say if set global post. What is the post name of my button? If you notice, the post name of my button here is called submit. The name here is called submit. I'm gonna copy that. I'll copy that and I will use it in my post section. Then if that button is actually submitted, I want you to do this property, or for an easy way, I can just say if not is set this button, then I want you to redirect to, that means redirect to page that is not found, which is called error underscore 404. What it actually does, then you exit it, do not process any fucking data anymore. Redirect and exit the rest execution of code. So in this case, I'm going to test this out. I will go to my browser here and I will try to access that method. I will say admin, then and I will say no, I will say main, and I will say create. So when I do that, it's not working yet because the main and create, that means if not is set, then direct to error underscore 404. Then I can say go. See if it actually works. Hello. So you can refresh. You can see what my redirecting should work. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't return it. Things have changed in CI4 a lot here. So I'm gonna say redirect. Don't redirect. To direct to. Then I'll say there to error. Underscore 404. So when I refresh this, rate of 404, that means no button was actually submitted. Now, in this case, let's test and try to submit a button. So I'll come back to my index page and set up my form. I will say form, the form should be action. Then you have to go to this URL. This URL, go to me. Then a method. Method is equals to post. That's it. So I will try to submit this form and that with empty data. Let me see what I got. And now I was able to stay at that rate because the input was actually submit. Now the next thing is to grab the data from this form and send it to database. How do we do that? So in this current coordinator here, we have to send the form to this main controller, and here we process the form and send it. To send form to database, we need to create a new model. I come to model, further then I create a new model. What do I call this model? I call this model project PHP. Project model PHP. So this is where we are going to processing our form. But before we process our form here, we have to validate our form first. Why don't we let us do that? Let's try to validate our form. To validate form, so we can say variable validation equals to config, and then config services slash services and what validations. Get that correctly? It will be validation. We should be able to see this meta documentation. Then this is the validation. Then refresh. I'm gonna say if now let me check if validation is true or false. Then if is must validate in an associative array, then what I'm going to validate, we first validate the name of the project. The name of the project is this name. I will copy this name, then I use it in here. Then what are the rules? It should be required. My rules is that the validation must be what? Required. Then the second also is called comment. If I get it correctly, it's called comment. I also want it to be required. I don't want it to be black. I want the user to be able to fill this form. So it should be required. That's the validation rule. Rules should be required. So now let's just see if not with this and validate. That means if the validating is false, I want you to redirect. I want you to redirect back to the main page and show some errors, but let's just return some error to make sure the form is working. Then you can just exit that. Sorry. So if this form is not correct, what do you want me to do? I want you to show some errors. Then exit that. So I will try to submit the form in a blank way. And I'll send it here. I can see error here because the form was false. When I try to input some data, I input some text in here, and I try to submit, I was able to find error. That means the form was successful. Validate. So now what about we show some errors to the user about what actually went wrong with the form. So I'm gonna store the errors. I will store the errors in an array. So I will say variable errors is equals to array. Then my array should be I'm gonna call and say error is equals to So let's pass the arrow then. Then the error should now be variable validation. Validation that we declare here when we are calling the validating class. So validation and list errors. Let's actually make sure we are getting something. So I can just add down reps. So we actually get here. I can see I'm dumping the errors. So I have the error that the name field is required and the comment field is required. The next thing you are going to teach you guys is how to style these errors. Store it in a session for the user to see the error in a very stylish way. So style our errors just to make sure, because if you send this error back, okay, let's send this error back to the view and you see what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna say, so I can now store this error to the session, and to use our session, I will say session it's flash data. Then I'm setting the error. I'm setting the errors of it. So then I want it to direct return redirect. It's going to direct back to the previous request. We should be able to see some errors. So I'm gonna pass this session to the request in the front page here, and I will say I want to show my error at the top of the form. I want to show my error at the top of the form here. So I'm gonna say if the PHP session error error, okay. Out there. Let's say actually let's actually echo it out. Echo session error. If what we're actually getting here. So when it be back, oops, there's an error. PHP if PHP if variable session error. See, all right. Session then and if unnecessary variable session, it shouldn't be in variable. It's a function on its own. It's a function on its own. It shouldn't be in variable. So I'm going to refresh that. Give that back. Like I can see, you direct back and it was able to show this error out from validation. So we're able to validate the form. Let's try something. Let's refresh. I'll use the session flash data to solve error. Let me fill this field and leave this place blank. It's working correctly. As you can see, to show out the error of the comment field is required. So this in the next case now is to validate the form and send it to the database. To making the video not too long, we should be able to validate the form, and I hope to continue sending it to the database in the next video. Thank you.